morning, everyone. Thank you for tapping in with me again today. And if you're new to the channel, my name is Cleveland. So good morning. It's Monday morning. Back to the money Monday. But before we get our day going, before we get out of here, get ready for work, I think it's the prime time to talk about hydration, the importance of water. Now, you might think that, it's just everyone knows you got to drink water, but I want to talk to you about some key elements that you may not know that I feel that's very important with everything that's going on. So, it's not just about drinking water. Let's start from the basics. So, what is pH? pH means potential of hydrogen. So, when you drink your water and you're trying to hydrate, it is essential that you drink water with a higher pH. It raises that alkalinity in our bodies. Now, our bodies already goes on these waves of being acidic, being hydrated, having a higher pH by the things that we consume, the foods, the coffees, the beverages, all types of different stuff, the soaps. So our bodies, you can get a pH test if you need to. They have two different kinds, one's saliva, the other one's urine. And that pH test will tell you where your body is as far as having a normal pH, which is neutral, 7. So that's what we try to achieve. We try to achieve to have our bodies at a level 7. But the coffees, the lemons, all these different things, the foods, the things that we consume lowers our pH, which means that we are not as hydrated as what we need to be. So what do? How do we fix that? We drink water, right? Now, not just any water. You got to drink a water with a higher pH. Find a water with the highest pH that you could possibly find to bring your levels back at the 7 as fast as possible. Now, if you don't, tap water. Tap water comes out of your tap at a pH of 7, which is good, but it doesn't taste good. So if you have a filter to add to that, then you could find a way to drink that water and you could try to level it out. But if you're trying to get to your body at a 7, if you're dehydrated, let's just say your pH is like 5, 6, something like that. The best way to get your body to 7 or a little bit higher fast as possible is drinking a water with a higher pH. If you're drinking the water out your tap and it's 7, then it's going to take a lot more water to get you back to a neutral point. Not to mention, I don't know if you know this, key point, you're supposed to drink your body weight in ounces of water every day. Half your body weight in ounces of water every day. So I'm about 180, 185. So let's just say I'm supposed to be drinking 92 and a half ounces of water every day. And again, that's supposed to be the correct water. So they have these filtration systems that will provide provide the alkalinity in your water. They're kind of expensive. They're like $1,500. That's why I don't have one. So what I do is whenever I'm feeling really dehydrated, I just go buy a bottle of Essentia. This is a 9.5. This bottle has a pH level of 9.5. You could taste the difference in this water compared to other water. Look at our Stingray. You could taste the difference. So, make sure you're staying hydrated. Make sure that if you are feeling a headache or, let me say this. Another key point. 9 times out of 10, if you are feeling a headache, migraine, it's probably because you're dehydrated. So before you panic or before you start popping tons of pills, although the pain medication works, but it just covers up, what's actually going on, make sure you're hydrated. Make sure you're drinking enough water. A lot of the times when I don't drink alcohol, but, when you wake up with these hangovers, because alcohol dehydrates you, that's the reason why you wake up with such a severe headache, because you're not hydrated. If you get up in the morning, you start drinking this water with a high pH, any water. They have water with electrolytes. I know now they have a lot of different waters that has a higher pH, like a 9.5 and above. So make sure that's what you do. So if you're a drinker and you find yourself waking up the next morning with headaches, hydrate, drink tons of water. You'll get rid of that headache a lot faster. Even though you might not feel it, even though it's hard to keep it down, drink that water. But yeah, it's very important, with us dealing with these 100 plus degree weather temps. It's really vital that we are hydrating. Lil Durk just had to go to be hospitalized because of dehydration. So dehydration is serious. It can get you to the point to where you have to go to the hospital. There's fans at these concerts was passing out due to water dehydration, some dying. So, just those little cheap bottles of water, cheap for a reason. It's probably acidic. That's another key point. You could drink water that's acidic. You could buy water that's acidic. Some baby waters are acidic. So, and a lot of these cheap waters are very acidic. You know what I mean? I don't want to name any names and throw them under the bus because, you could look online and search out these videos that do actual water tests. If you don't trust their water test, you can do a water test yourself. Smart Waters, Calistoga, Arrowhead, Crystal Geyser. There's a lot of waters out there, and a lot of them are actually acidic. So make sure that you're drinking the proper water when you're feeling dehydrated. When you're feeling, did you know that when you feel thirsty, you're already dehydrated? You're not really supposed to feel thirsty. Why? Because you're drinking half your body weight in ounces of water every day. So your body don't even have time to feel thirsty because you're constantly hydrating your body. Your bodies are over 75% water. So we need that water to help us. It helps with our joints, it helps with our organs, it helps with our blood, it helps with everything. Also, when your body is very acidic, that's how cancer will literally thrive in those kind of conditions. So we have to be more aware of the water that we're consuming and making sure that it's the correct water. So about a pack of 6 of these Essentia bottles, it's like $10. It's not easy on the pockets. It's definitely not something that we could do long term. If you have the money, then maybe you want to invest into a filtration system that's going to raise alkalinity in the water that you drink coming out your tap. Or not even out your tap, because now we get it coming out the refrigerator because, it gets cold. So however you have it, if you don't have a refrigerator that has a filter on it, so you can add another filter under the sink and have it still coming out of your refrigerator. If it's going to come out the tap, look into a filtration system that raises the pH, that has alkalinity as one of the filters on there. It's very important. And like I said, the time is now to, become more aware and educated on it. I don't want you to just take this video and just listen to everything I said. I want you to do your own research so we could touch bases, so you could understand the things that I'm talking about instead of you just hearing it just from me and then, you just run with it. It's very important to educate yourself and know about it. But yeah, make sure you're hydrated. Don't go out and do all this work and not be hydrated. We don't want you passing out, heat stroke, all these different things that come along with it. And we don't want you to be in the hospital dehydrated because you waited too long to start hydrating. So I hope this video helped you all. Way off topic, but very important, very essential, very needed. If you're new here, do me a favor, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell. And everybody, if y'all thought this video was helpful, useful, anything of that sort, do me a favor, share with somebody else that might need to hear it. We need to spread the word about making sure that we're hydrating properly. I've been hydrating properly when I need to. So I don't always buy the Essentia, but I've been hydrating properly, which means that when I feel like I have a headache, when I feel like I'm extra dehydrated, you'll know. Watch when you get you a bottle of real water that has a high alkalinity in it. Don't be disgusted by the taste of it. When I say that, this tastes delicious, but it's an acquired taste. It's almost like, I don't want to say slimy in a way, but compared to another water that's like more acidic, it's more, just get a bottle of C for yourself. It's not slimy, but it definitely has a thicker taste to it, the water is thicker. That's the best way I could describe it. Nonetheless, it's what your body needs. You need a higher pH. You need to balance out all of the acids that we consume, that we take in. We need to keep our body at a neutral 7 or above. 7 to 7.5 is a good is a good reading for your pH. But anyway, I hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope that you guys learned something. I hope that you were inspired by something. Please get out there and make sure you're hydrating correctly. And let's get to work, y'all. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. I'm going to catch you in the next one. And I got the Stingray back there. Right there. All right, catch you in the next one. Peace.
Real good.
All right, y'all, so we almost at 20K. We almost at 20K. I appreciate you all. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, share the content, help us get to that 20K. Also, follow us over on TSC with me on TikTok and YouTube. That is our other channel, Behind the Scenes. You get to see all the behind the scenes content. Aida's in charge of that one. She's been doing a wonderful job getting ahead of me. So if you want to get ahead of me too, you got to follow over there. But again, I appreciate you all. Let's get to that 20K. Have a good one. Peace.